Hey yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy, that MFO. We back with another MFing video. Shouts out to my MFing gang. What's going on, man? So we're a little different here today. We're gonna start off a little different here today. As you see, I'm not wearing a hat, man. Working out. It's middle of the night. First, we're gonna start this off with a new little thing I'm doing here. So whenever I'm not wearing my hat, I gotta give a shout out to the people that are just like me. My forehead gang, you know what I'm saying? If you got a big forehead like your boy, you know what I'm saying, I want you to go ahead and smack that mug one time for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. I had one person ask me about how I felt about the George Floyd murder, because that's what it was. Alright, so I live in the state where the situation happened. I live in Minnesota, and well, let me say this: there's racism everywhere. Okay, racism everywhere. We typically get it from the cops, whether that's the white cops, the black cops. I mean, they treat us tough too, and I feel like it's just whenever they see our complexion, they have to put their guard up because they don't know if we're gonna be loud with them, mad at them, or they just don't know what to expect from us, because we already don't like police as it is, man. I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know what it is, because I know exactly what it is. They pick us, like, they fuck with us. Alright, so I watched the whole video. I'm gonna just go from start to finish, because I'm not gonna watch it on this channel. It's very triggering, very, very triggering. And if you haven't watched it yet, I'm gonna put the link in the description for you. So, what happened? The store called the police for a counterfeit. I think it was a $1 bill. It was a counterfeit 20, or some kind of counterfeit bill, or maybe a fraud check. But they called the police for fraud. What store was it? The store is on Cup Foods. Cup Foods. So called the police. Cops came. Now, from the video that I saw from outside of the store, the cops came to his vehicle, took him out of his vehicle, which it doesn't seem like they had much of a struggle. It was more like they was trying to subdue him so he don't leave. Put him in handcuffs, brought him over to the wall. He was sitting on the wall, sitting down. And then it jumps to them putting him in the cop vehicle, and it was 4 cops. One cop is on one side, the other cop is on the other side, and you can see that cop is like leaned in the SUV, because it was a SUV cruiser, and he's just like wailing at him. You can see in the through the mirror, through the window on this guy's, he's doing this over and over. So he gets out the car. The Asian cop is behind him, who's telling the people that, you know, don't do drugs, kids, and stuff like that. He is behind that guy. That guy gets out. The first guy gets out the car and then close the door. Then they go to the other side of the car. Then the video jumps to them sitting on top of Mr. Floyd. So 2 cops were on his back, like probably back and legs, and the other officer who killed him, I can't remember his name at this moment, but he was sitting one knee on the back of his head and neck, and the other knee was probably on his arm, or maybe his back, or maybe the ground. I'm not sure, but he was definitely applying pressure to the back of his head and neck. So, at this point, you know, the guy is, and then he starts losing his breath. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Now, a lot of people will say, and I've seen this so many times, so a lot of people will say that if you're saying you can't breathe, that means you can breathe. No, that's not how the body works. That's not how the body works. He was losing oxygen. His oxygen was thinning out. His last few words was, I can't breathe. Mama, I can't breathe. Help me. I mean, a grown-ass man calling for his mom. Get off of him. Are you trying to kill him? I don't, and so the reason why everybody is rioting right now, yeah, the guy was charged. I mean, it took, what, fucking 4-5 days before they charged him or something like that. If it was a regular person, straight to jail. No, I mean, murder one, straight to jail. Given the facts in this video, murder one, okay? This guy only got murder third degree, which, if you don't know what murder third degree is in the United States, murder third degree, it's like an accidental death. Like, it wasn't intended. That shit was intended. If you watch that video, he sat on this man's neck for 9 minutes. Who's gonna breathe after that? 9 minutes. And he was enjoying it. You can look at the man's face while he's sitting on his, like he's kneeling on his neck. You can look at his face and he's just sitting here with his hand on his hip. Like, yeah, bitch ass nigga. That shit was wild, bro. Like, I can't watch that video. I can't. I sat there when it happened, because I watched it the day it happened, and it was just sickening, bro. Like, oh my god. And then the fucking Asian cop, kid, this is why you don't do drugs, or kids don't do drugs. Shut the fuck. Even if he did drugs at that time, even if he was on some form of cocaine or whatever, the man is screaming because the guy is on his neck. He's saying, I can't breathe. And now they're trying to say that he might have had a heart problem, so they can, what, decrease the case? I mean, decrease the sentence? That's retarded. I'm sorry, that's retarded. He sat on this man's neck for 9 minutes. 9 minutes. If the judge can't see that, fuck the jury. Okay? Fuck the jury. If the judge can't see that and make a decision on this was murder, okay, if you don't want to put it murder 1, make it murder 2. Fuck murder 3. It definitely wasn't unintentional. Definitely wasn't unintentional. That was intentional. That was as intentional as you can get without using bullets to choke him out. Sit on him for 9 minutes. The man said, okay, I will get in the car. He said, okay, I'll get in the car. I'll get in the car, man. I'll get in the car. Get up so he can get in the car. Bro, and then you get the people who made videos about the situation after it happened, saying, you know, what about the people that were standing there filming? Why didn't they do something? What was they supposed to do? What would you have done? You're in a situation and you have 4 officers sitting on this one guy, and you're there pleading for the officers to get off the neck of this person, because that's what they was doing. Like, one dude was literally crying. He didn't even know him. He was literally crying. Man, get off his neck, man. Like, come on. He was doing the best he could. How were people mad at the people who was filming it? What are they supposed to do? Get shot? Because that was going to happen. They probably got kids too. Then it would have been more riots. Come on, bro. Like, I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't get it. And I understand. And I see why you're mad, because you wish you was there. But if you was there, what would you have done? Go to jail? For assault on a police officer? For somebody you don't know? When all you can do is ask them to get off, because you can't touch them. You touched them already and they like use their most force to get you off of them or something. Like, it's bullshit. Hate cops, bro. And it's not all cops. It's not. It's really not all cops. But just like how they say for people of my race, one or a few people make it all bad. It's a few of them that makes it bad for the rest of them. That's exactly how they feel about us. That's exactly how we feel about them. And that's facts. Now, as far as we talked about George, how I feel about George, I'm not done with that. Citizens cannot police the police. We just go to jail. We tell the cop to stop doing things, and that was wrong. They take it as we challenging them or we disrespecting them. Now, one thing I know for sure, certain cops, I'm not going to say all of them, certain cops already don't like to be disrespected. As soon as you disrespect them, that's when it's like, oh shit, I got this badge, I can do whatever I want, I can shoot you if I wanted to, you can go to jail, you act like you know it all, you know the law, well, let me take you to jail and you can talk the law with the judge. Some type of bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we need the police to police the police. We've been asking for that for years. Dude, stop your partner. Stop him. That Asian dude should have stopped him. Should have said, that's enough. He just sat there and watched. He just sat there and watched. Look at the crowd. Don't do drugs, kids. Fuck you. You should go to jail too. Stupid ass nigga. Then the other cops, the other two, could have stopped him too. I really feel like all four of them need to go. But me, personally, I'm okay with the guy that was sitting on his neck going. I'm okay with that. And just fire those other three guys. I'm okay with that. I am. I'm really okay with that. I just think he needs more time. Like, don't have it to where it was like Oscar Grant, when they gave the police officer 5 to 10 years and he only did 1.5 or 2. Then he got out. Because he blatantly shot Oscar Grant in the back. Oh, I thought it was my stun gun. Man, that's on a whole nother side. You didn't look at the gun before you fired it off. You just pulled it off, pulled it out your holster, put it to his back, and shot him. But this happens to us, bro. Like, and this is the reason for the protests. And then the peaceful protests don't work all the time. But more than likely, the violent protest is aggravated. It can either be some bystander calling us the N-word out of nowhere. You motherfucker. Why is that necessary? For what? Just because you have hate in your heart, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. What are we supposed to do? Just shake it off? This is not the 50s. This is not the 40s. It's not the 30s. We're in the 2000s. We got a whole different type of breed of niggas out here. These niggas will fight you, fuck you up, or not, but fight you and not care about it the next day. Kill you and not care about it the next day. Why spread hate? For what? You're ruining my day, you motherfucking niggas. Fuck your day. My day's been ruined. Why? Because I'm scared. Every time I get in the car and you got a police officer behind you or near you, you get nervous. Stomach start turning and shit. And it's like, is this fool gonna stop me? And if he do stop me, is he gonna shoot me? Like Philando Castile, he told the officer he had a gun. He told him. He's like, officer, I have a gun on me. Do you mind if I go ahead and pull and take it out? And he had a license for it. Pow, 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 pow. Shot him in front of his family, in front of his daughter, his wife, or girlfriend, or whatever she was to him. It was a traffic stop. I don't know why he stopped him or whatever, but officer pulled him over. Now, it is told, now we are told, whenever we have a firearm, we are to let the officers know, we are to let them know that we have a firearm, right? Okay, so that's what Philando did, right? Okay. He let the officer know that he had a firearm, and he was going in his other pocket to get his wallet. He was not going to grab the firearm. He was going to grab the wallet, which is what he asked for. The officer thought he was going after his firearm as soon as he reached in his pocket. While he was reaching in his pocket, the officer shot him. While he was in the car with his baby and his girlfriend or wife. What if the bullets would have hit the baby? What if? What if the bullets would have hit the mom? But no, he fires off on Philando, and that was on. She went live, and people was mad at that she went live. Oh man, you can go live, but you're not gonna assess him, nigga. What was she going to do? What was she going to do? He had a firearm on him. If she would have touched him trying to apply pressure, the cop could have thought, oh shit, she's reaching for the firearm too. Pow, pow. People don't fucking think. They just ramble. That's all they do. They be mad at the situation, just like the whole shit. Be mad at the whole situation, just like the whole fucking George Floyd thing. Just like the whole George Floyd thing. Why didn't they do anything? Why were they just standing there? Because they're cops, dude. Simple as that. Because they're cops. Like, I'm supposed to fight the cops and get locked up and go to jail with this COVID-19 shit? I'm pretty sure George didn't think he was going to go to jail today. He probably didn't even know it was a counterfeit bill. He probably didn't even know. I mean, from what I've seen, the dude had a job. So why would he use a counterfeit bill? And now the owner of the store is going to pay for the funeral. Wow. That shit sucks. It do. Like, it really sucks. And it's really upsetting that it's happening. Mainly because it can happen to any one of us. He didn't do anything wrong. People like I keep seeing people saying, well, he shouldn't have been resisting arrest. He wasn't resisting arrest. I don't know what you read, but you should look at the video. And if he was resisting arrest, he was already in the car. Why beat him out the car and sit on his neck for 10 minutes? Explain that to me. Can you last underwater for 10 minutes? So explain it to me. The man can't breathe. The fuck? Ignorant motherfuckers, bro. Alright, now, speaking about ignorant motherfuckers, let's talk about the riot and the looting. Let's talk about the riot and the looting. The riots. From what I'm hearing, these riots, most riots are aggravated. It normally takes somebody to do something or say something to for a riot to start. After a riot starts, you start breaking stuff. People realize, oh, it's an opportunity to go ahead and grab some free things. So that's when the looting occurs. It don't help the cause. It don't. But I can understand it because people are mad. Like I just told you, Oscar Grant, the killer for Oscar Grant, they only did 1.5 years for jail. He killed him. Any of us do that, we going to jail for like what, 15? 25 maybe? He got 1.5 years. Why? Because he's a cop? Or because he's white? Let me know. For real. Let me know. So, it was bound to happen. This has been brewed up. So much shit has been brewed up, bro. And it's like, okay, you guys, y'all don't want us to riot and stuff. You don't want us to burn stuff down, burn these community downs and whatnot. But that's what happened with us. That's exactly what happened. We had a Black Wall Street. It could have been to a point where they was teaching us well, my parents and my grandparents, it could have been to the point when they was teaching them how to make money and save up for credit, build, start a business. But guess what? They came through and bombed that shit. The government. We had KKK members going to people's homes, killing them in their homes, burning crosses on their yards, burning their house down, burning their community down, churches. Years and years and years and years of this bullshit. And now we have a president that pretty much support the KKK. Like, I understand the KKK is different now, maybe in They don't fucking do violent shit like that no more. Maybe, I don't really know. But still, what it represents, what it was. Like, they look at the Black Panthers like the Black Panthers was such a bad thing. Why are we not looking at the KKK the same way? I mean, we are. But why is the majority not? When that was so much worse than the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers was policing the police. Policing the community. Then everybody brings up, well, not everybody, but one particular race, okay? One particular race. I'm not a racist, so I'm not going to jump and throw colors in here. But one particular race, well, what about black on black crime? There's no such thing as that. No such thing as black on black crime. White people kill white people. Hispanic people kill Hispanic people. I see videos on Instagram all day. People in other countries, they killing each other. Cutting people's heads off and stuff. Like, okay, if we want to talk about black on black crime, we need to talk about everybody on everybody crime. When we talk about white on black crime or cop on black crime, it's typically because of the cops. They're not supposed to be killing us. That's not what they're supposed to do. You do it if you have to. But there's so many names on a list that didn't have to be murdered. Black on black crime. Yeah. Okay. There's blacks that kill other blacks. There's also whites that kill other whites. There's also other races that kill other races. There's greens that kill greens. What about the cops, though? Because we're not talking about black on black crime. That's not what this subject is about. You know what's going to fix that? You know what's going to fix that? Time. Because we've been set back. We've been set back. And now it's shifting to the point where materialism is everything. We literally got rap artists that's praising money. I love money. Money's my God. Money, money, money this. Money, 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 money. Niggas would do anything for money. Anything for that dollar. That's the real evil. The love of money. It will make you do literally anything for that right buck. You will lick a shitty butthole for $1 billion. Tell me you won't. Like, come on, bro. Come on. I know I'm rambling right now. I got so much shit on my chest, though. I have so much shit on my chest. And, like, this whole fucking protesting thing, people breaking windows and breaking into stores and stuff, dude, it's not helping. It's really not. I watched somebody go into, not like in person, but I saw in the video somebody go into a car dealership and drive a car off the showroom floor. Why? What good does that do for the cause? Or is it fuck the cause too? It's just, we just doing this shit now. Fuck the other shit. It will never go back to normal. Ever. Ever go back to normal. Maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But they got fucking National Guard out here now, so I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But as soon as people start to gather around, like in Minneapolis and stuff, as soon as people start to gather around, they throwing tear gas. They ain't having it. They ain't having it. They ruined that town in South Minneapolis, bro. They ruined it. And it was probably started by the police officers. Could have been. Could have very well been started by the police officers. Because I have definitely seen some undercover police officers in regular clothes breaking shit. And in the protests. Regular clothes. But they got a bulletproof vest on. Wires and stuff hanging out. Big ass boots. Like not walking shoes. Fucking work boots. You're a cop, my G. Definitely a cop. With the little snapback, bent bill hat, ugly looking hats. Bruh. I don't know, man. This shit bad. I really don't feel like the looting is helping. But I mean, I knew it was coming. I didn't think it was gonna be for every city or for 3 or 4, however many cities it's happening to. But I saw it coming. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. What do y'all think about this whole George Floyd situation? What do y'all think about the protesting? The looting, rioting, and all that stuff. I took my sons. My sons are 12 and 10. I took them to their first protest today, and I explained the reason, the purpose of the protest. You know, to raise awareness that, you know, enough is enough. Like, we can't keep living like this. We can't keep doing this. Can't. People keep, you know, being shot and dying for nothing. Then we still got the whole COVID-19 thing. Well, the COVID-2 happening. Because it's not even 19 no more. It's COVID-20 now. Because it done turned into a new fucking thing. Like, oh no. Oh no, people. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, like I said before. Because, as you can see, I'm a little bit hurt about the situation. Which is why I haven't been posting and doing as many videos as I typically do. I'm angry. I really am. I'm angry about the charge he got. You know, he got a manslaughter, murder to the 3rd degree, which is basically saying it was an accident. It wasn't an intentional death. He sat on his man for neck for 9 minutes. Then they're saying there's not enough criminal whatever evidence that that this was an intentional death. He sat on the man's neck for 9 minutes. What they don't get. Where the judge at? Let me sit on his neck for 9 minutes. And see if he lives. After he's telling me several times that I can't breathe. This is sick. Okay? This is sick. Oh, and the officer for Philando Castile, he got off on manslaughter. Actually, I think they cleared the manslaughter. Shot him in front of his family while he was pulling out his ID. You know how scary that is? The officer just asks you, can I see your ID? And you go for your ID and he shoots you? I'm doing what you asked me to do. Oh, I was scared. I thought he was going to pull out his gun. Well, let me pull the gun out first. See it. Well, I don't know what's going to happen as far as the future is concerned. But I really do hope that y'all don't continue to fuck up the city so people can have something, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of people stressing out over food and how to get certain things because they ain't going to have no way to. Yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. If you subscribe, let me know so I can welcome you to the MF Gang. Like I said, this isn't my typical spot where I record at, but it's like 12 o'clock in the morning right now. Let me see. 12:39 in the morning. And everybody's asleep. I'm pretty sure I'm kind of loud right here, but somebody asked me for my opinion, and I gotta get it out, man. I gotta get it out. To end this video off, man. Jesus Christ, it's hot in my house. I'll turn the AC on for a minute. But to end this video off, we're gonna have a moment of silence for George Floyd, for everybody who has passed at the hands of police officers. That it wasn't a need to kill them. So to the unfortunate passing, you know, if you had a shootout with the police officers or if you aimed your gun at the police officers, then you know I get it. But you know, I get why they had to do what they had to do to neutralize the target. But if the target isn't a threat, there's no reason for that target to be neutralized. So that's what this is for. That's what we're going to do this moment of silence for. We're going to do a little brief prayer. You know, you can pray to yourself. I'm not sure what type of religion that you have, but me, I'm a Christian. So I'm going to do my prayer. You do your prayer, but it's going to be a moment of silence for everybody. And let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, people. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for staying this long. Love you guys. Amazing, amazing people. So, I also wanted to point out, there's not all bad protests that's happening right now. That's just the main thing that's getting promoted on the media. You know how the media is, bro. It's like one extreme to the next. They never get the good parts. Or they might start off with the good parts, but then they focus, their top focus and top #1 views be the violence. But I just watched this one live that looked like it might have been on Facebook, I believe. Yeah, on Facebook. And you know, there's actually drives, like food drives, helping people out, trying to get them to you know, have food to survive. So, you know, there's many good things that's happening right now. There's just a whole lot of bad shit that's happening too. So just don't be blinded by the negative. Okay, just don't be blinded by the negative. There's a lot of positivity happening right now. There's also just a lot of arrogance and ignorance happening right now. So not saying nobody's ignorant, okay, not pinpointing anybody, But you know that you're ignorant, okay? You should know. You should know. I'm not calling nobody out, but you should know, all right? When you're acting ignorant, you should know when you're ignorant. And if you don't, then that's a fucking problem. Like busting in the Gucci store, that's fucking ignorant. So yeah, I'll holler at you guys in the next video, which I'll be recording tomorrow because I'm done for the day, done for the night. And stay safe out there, people. Please, if you're gonna riot, if you're gonna protest, try to refrain from rioting. I know it seems very tempting to go ahead and jump into, but it's just not worth ruining the city for somebody else to come pick up. It's just not worth it. I don't feel like that would get the police officers to understand, because that's just going to make the good cops turn into, I don't want to say bad cops, but they're going to be on their guards because they don't know what to expect. Like, there are good cops out there. I mean, fuck them at this point, but there are good cops out there. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Do hit the subscribe button, let me know so I can welcome you to the MF gang. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, like I said, tomorrow. So, peace out.